All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem YAHAWAHSHI'S, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And what I have here is a small article. Probably going to be a quick video, just going into the quick points. That says a wave of Transformer slayings in Mexico spurs anger and protests in the alphabet community. Now, common sense. Well, let's not even go into common sense. The fact that this is these people, these Transformers, are going to a country that's primarily always about repopulating. What did you think was going to happen? And this is the funny thing about it, because Esau spreads this stuff everywhere he goes. But what I'm seeing, especially from the last video I did, a lot of everybody's pushing back against this stuff. See, it was heavily promoted. Now it's being heavily hated, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit of this, right? It says authorities in Mexico said at least 3 Transformers were killed in the first 2 weeks of 2024. It's pretty quick. It says in the rights group were investigating 2 additional such cases. The slayings marked a violent start to the year in a country where alphabet community is often targeted. And again, why? But see, the reason they will be there is so they can convert more people over into that stuff. But it doesn't work in general, especially since, like I said, they're primarily about repopulating. You may already have something there, especially something that might be born into that. But for the most part, you're not going to really hear about Mexicans on a high scale being flames. At least I never even heard to this day. Hell, I haven't even really met a Mexican that was a flame. Of anything, they just so high populated and fabulous, so you don't really get to hear any of that. But as you can see in this picture, you don't even see this as an Ishikar. Either one of them, right? So you're not really seeing stuff like, you're not even really gonna hear a Mexican be into that like that. I'm sure they are, but not like that, right? Let's scroll down. Actually, it says the latest death came on Sunday, when Transformer activist and politician Samantha was shot multiple times, slain inside a car of South Mexico. Now, there was a similar thing to this in Africa somewhere. I forgot where, but there was the same thing, along with them shooting down Christians as well, right? I'm gonna scroll down. Let's see. That was one more point I wanted to get into. Actually, no, I think I already went over it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go into a scripture real quick. This is Leviticus 20:13. It says, "If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall be surely put to death. Their blood shall be upon them." And see, the Mexicans are Ishikarites. They stick firmly to the whole Christianity thing, and they're probably the only ones that don't really change anything about it. So, of course, they're gonna actually go around actually slaughtering some of these people that actually try to force that abominable stuff on them. Now, and then Slacky. But now you're starting to see a whole lot of more events happening with certain stuff like this. I'm not even just talking about the alphabet group, but I'm talking about like Christianity's getting tore up. More wars are happening. That I'm going to do another video going into, possibly going into, I think Germany. I think it's Germany that's being prepared for Russia to start a war. So you seeing a lot of fighting back. Everybody's pissed off. Everybody's ready to fight, go to war, and all this other stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of killings going on this year, right? We're gonna start seeing it. This is one part of it with the flames. They talking about they feeling attacked in a society where that stuff is not even accepted. But then they talking about they're gonna go protest and make them accepted or some other stuff. And honestly, we sit back and watch. We look for these things to happen. We're looking for this place to crumble as it should because we're both tired of all this stuff, right? So, like I say, be prepared to find more, to actually see more stuff like this, right? So this is Revelation 17:4. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry, 4. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones, and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And that clearly is talking about this place, because this is the only place that promotes anything and everything out of this place. That's why other foreigners will come to this place, not just to get rich, but I'm talking about ones that's actually converted or trying to get out of their society to come here to be anything they want. It's a prime example because back when I was in high school, I had a Russian teacher, and he said he didn't come over to make money. He was actually trying to, or long story short, he was permanently trying to live here as a citizen and actually get away from that country. And the more I look back on it, because I wasn't really paying attention at that time, that man was a flame, and Russia at that time wasn't accepting that stuff, so he had no choice but to come here. Because why? It allows it. You are free to quote unquote be, well, I should quote unquote say free to be anything you want. That is the image that is being shown, and now that these people think it's being accepted worldwide, think they won't get no consequences behind it. But everything comes with a cost. Nothing ever lasts forever, especially this place. And all the things that's being backed by this place does not last. That's why you got Russia and China backing out of the dollar, and other countries actually, for that matter, right? Why? Because this place is no holding no good, right? Because let's read again. It says and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Again, this is Babylon, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And with that cup, it's just spilling. That cup is rising with more filth than anything, especially since it's no longer being hidden. You could clearly see that abomination just oozing out of that cup. And it's just dripping down on that woman, because she is filthy. She is nothing but this place is nothing but filth. That's all you're going to see with this place. Let's keep on. It says, and upon her forehead and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, with that, especially in this time, you can see nothing but harlots. Look at what the women wear. Look, you walk outside, you look at all the women, what the women wear. Look at what some of the men are wearing. That follows after these women, or should I call them males now? That follows after these women. The children, even. You got little girls in spandexes, old women in spandexes. You got these effeminate males that's wearing tight stuff now, and everybody's over emotional. Every single bit of them. And it's understandable to have some emotions towards certain things, but everything's emotional. Even the males are emotional, just like the mothers. And see, that's the problem here. And you get those things in the alphabet community because guess what? They teach that you should quote unquote express yourself like that madness. And guess what happens? Especially when you walk up to the wrong person who's not into that mess, best believe you might get shot or some other stuff. Or who knows what they might want to do to you. Because not everybody's accepting of that mess. Especially for a society that's all about accepting. There's a lot of people in this society that don't accept jack squat, especially when it comes to stuff like this, right? So I'm gonna get this last scripture right here. This is Psalms 34 and 21. It says, "Evil shall slay the wicked," right? And that's exactly what they're doing. Because you got all these things going on, especially since the Lord controls all of this. But you're gonna have the slayings of the alphabet community. But guess what? That doesn't make the Mexicans any better, or for any if any 2/3 out here, it's nothing better. Because guess what? Ishikar still worshiping Cedra. You got a lot of people worshiping all sorts of things. You got all the 12 tribes worshiping all sorts of things. So you know, but that's ultimately going down to Esau, who is the pretty much evil itself, slaying us, or just the rest of the 2/3 with all sorts of philosophies and all sorts of other things, right? But say you could go both hands, go both ways with this one, right? And it says, "And they that hate the righteous shall be desolate." You can't get no clearer than that. These people are gonna get messed up. Esau's definitely gonna get messed up from behind all this stuff. It's a two-way streak out here, and it's definitely a free for all at this point because now you see more people that's more upset, ready to rob, steal, and kill it, whatever else they want to do, right? So we seeing this is the year of murder in pretty much, or should I say, the year of defiance, because no one's taking any of this crap no more, especially since nobody's getting no good money out of it anymore. Things are going haywire. Wars are happening. Everybody's pissed off, right? So that's all I wanted to go into that. So, little one, this is a little edifying. With that, shalom.